Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive deep into VS Code's powerful debugging features, focusing on multi-run, multi-debug, and compound configurations. This is a great way to debug complex applications that involve multiple processes or services, or when you want to run multiple sets of tests simultaneously. Understanding the concepts. Before we get to the code, let's define some key terms. Launch configuration *a JSON object that tells VS Code how to start and debug a single process or application. It specifies the debugger type, example node.js, Python, C++, the program to run, arguments, environment variables, and other settings. Task * a command line task that VS Code can execute. Tasks are defined in tasks.json. They're often used to build your project, run linters, or perform other pre- or post-debug actions. Compound configuration * a collection of launch configurations. When you start a compound configuration, VS Code will launch all the configurations in the compound in parallel, or sequentially, if configured to do so. This allows you to debug multiple parts of your application at once. Multi-run * running the same launch or compound configuration multiple times, either sequentially or in parallel. This can be helpful for performance testing, stress testing, or running the same tests with different configurations. Launch.json and tasks.json. The configuration for debugging and tasks lives in two crucial files, typically found in the .vscode directory of your project. *vscode/launch.json contains the launch configurations and compound configurations. *vscode/tasks.json contains the task definitions. Example scenario: microservice architecture. Let's imagine a simple microservice architecture with two services. One API service, node.js handles incoming HTTP requests. 2 data processing service, Python processes data and stores it in a database. We want to debug both services simultaneously. Setting up the project structure. Create the following directory structure. 1. API service, node.js. API service /index.js. API service /package.json. 2. Data processing service, Python. Data processing service /main.py. Data processing service /requirements.txt. 3. Configuring VS Code. *vscode/tasks.json, optional, but useful for building / preparing the services. *vscode/launch.json. Explanation of launch.json *. Configurations API service type, node, specifies the node.js debugger. Request, launch, indicates that this configuration launches the application. Name, API service, a friendly name for the configuration. Program, $workspace folder /API service /index.js, the path to the main JavaScript file. CWD, $workspace folder /API service, the working directory. Console, integrated terminal, shows the output in VS Code's terminal. Auto attach child processes, true, attaches the debugger to child processes launched by the API service. This is useful for debugging things like workers. Restart, true, restarts the debugger session when the API service restarts. This is helpful if you're using a file watcher or similar tools that restart the process on code changes. Asterisk pre-launch task runs the npm install API service task before launching this configuration. Asterisk data processing service asterisk type Python specifies the Python debugger. Asterisk request launch indicates that this configuration launches the application. Asterisk name data processing service, a friendly name for the configuration. Asterisk program $workspace folder / data processing service / main.py, the path to the main Python file. Asterisk cwd $workspace folder / data processing service, the working directory. Asterisk console integrated terminal shows the output in VS Code's terminal. Asterisk just my code false allows the debugger to step into library code. Asterisk pre-launch task runs the pip install data processing service task before launching. Asterisk compounds asterisk microservices asterisk name microservices, a friendly name for the compound configuration. Asterisk configurations API service data processing service, an array of the names of the launch configurations to run. Asterisk stop all true, if one service stops, example crashes, stop all the debug sessions. If set to false, the other services will continue running. Asterisk pre-launch task, a task to run before starting all the configurations in the compound. Useful for building the entire project. In this example, it's set to null, meaning no task is run before the compound starts. How to run the debugger. 1. Install dependencies * open a terminal in VS Code and navigate to each service directory, API service and data processing service, and run npm install and pip install our requirements.txt respectively. Or, you can use the pre-launch tasks to do this for you. 2. Start debugging * go to the debug view in VS Code, the bug icon in the activity bar. * in the debug configuration drop-down, select microservices, the name of your compound configuration. Click the Start Debugging button, the green play button. 3. Observe VS Code will launch two terminals. One will run the API service, and the other will run the data processing service. You can set breakpoints in both index.js and main.py and step through the code. 4. Test the API * open your web browser or use a tool like curl or Postman to make a request to http://localhost 3000/data. You should see the API service call the data processing service, and you can step through the code in both debuggers. Key debugging actions and tips ***. Breakpoints ** click in the editor margin to set breakpoints, red dots. The debugger will pause execution at these points. Step over, F10 execute the current line and move to the next line in the same function. Step into, F11 if the current line calls a function, step into that function. Step out, Shift plus F11 step out of the current function and return to the caller. Continue, F5 resume execution until the next breakpoint or the end of the program. Restart, Ctrl plus Shift plus F5 restarts the current debugging session. This is useful after making code changes. Watch window * add variables to the watch window to monitor their values as you step through the code. This is extremely helpful for understanding the state of your application. Call stack * the call stack view shows the sequence of function calls that led to the current point of execution. Useful for understanding the flow of your program. Debug console. The debug console is a read eval print loop environment where you can execute JavaScript or Python code in the context of the running application. You can use it to inspect variables, call functions, and experiment with code. Multi-run, running the same configuration multiple times. VS Code doesn't have a built-in multi-run feature in the way you might expect. However, you can achieve the desired effect using a combination of techniques. One external script *. The most reliable way to run the same configuration multiple times is to use an external script, example a bash script, Python script, or node.js script, that loops and calls the VS Code debugger using the command line interface. Example bash script, run _multiple.sh. Important, you'll need the VS Code command line tool, code, in your system's path. You can usually install it from within VS Code, search for install code command in the command palette. To task with looping *, you can create a task in tasks.json that uses a command line loop to repeatedly call the debugger. However, this can be more complex and less reliable than using an external script. Handling errors and exceptions. Notice the set timeout and threading. Thread blocks that simulate errors in the API and data processing services. Uncaught exceptions. If an exception is thrown and not caught by your code, the debugger will automatically pause execution at the point where the exception occurred. This is usually what you want. Catching exceptions. If you wrap code in a try, catch block, or the Python equivalent, you can handle exceptions gracefully. The debugger will not pause unless you set a breakpoint inside the catch block. Break on exceptions. In the debug view, there's a breakpoints section where you can configure VS Code to break on all exceptions, uncaught exceptions, or specific exceptions. Advanced techniques. Environment variables. Use the env property in your launch configurations to set environment variables for each service. This is useful for configuring different environments, example development, testing, production. Attach to running processes. Instead of launching processes, you can attach the debugger to already running processes. Set request to attach and specify the process ID. You can get this from the operating system's task manager or using command line tools like ps. Using -inspect, node.js. For node.js, you can start your application with the -inspect or -inspect break flag, example node inspect index.js. Then, use a launch configuration with request, attach and port set to the port used by the inspector, usually 9229. This is useful when you want to debug a process that's already running and you can't easily modify its start command. Conditional breakpoints. Set breakpoints that only trigger when a certain condition is met. Right-click a breakpoint and select Edit Breakpoint to enter a condition expression. Logpoints. Instead of pausing execution, logpoints log a message to the debug console. This is less intrusive than breakpoints and can be useful for tracing the flow of execution without stopping. Right-click in the editor margin and select Add Logpoint. Troubleshooting. Debugger not attaching *. Make sure the debugger type is correct, example node for node.js, Python for Python. Double check the program and CWD paths. If you're using request, attach, make sure the process ID is correct. Firewalls or security software can sometimes interfere with the debugger. Incorrect working directory. The CWD setting is crucial. The debugger needs to know where the main file is located relative to the working directory. Tasks not running. Asterisk verify that the tasks.json file is correctly formatted. Asterisk check the output in the terminal panel to see if the task is failing. Asterisk breakpoints not hitting asterisk. Asterisk make sure the code you're debugging is actually being executed. Asterisk verify that the breakpoints are enabled, they should be solid red dots. Asterisk check for syntax errors or other errors that might prevent the code from being executed. Conclusion: VS Code's debugging features, especially compound configurations, are invaluable for developing and debugging complex applications. By mastering these techniques, you can efficiently troubleshoot your code and gain a deeper understanding of how your applications work. The provided example covers a relatively simple case, but the principles extend to more complex scenarios with many services, containers, and different languages. Experiment with different configurations and settings to find what works best for your specific projects. Good luck and happy debugging.